Hi, hello lovelies. This is Editing Hannah here. I have now fixed the problem, but in just a minute you'll find out what I'm talking about. I had the echo. I don't even know why this is something that I can do with my microphone, but there's an echo button that I can turn up, and that will make the sound very, there'll be a lot of reverb. There'll be a lot of echo in the audio, and for some reason the dial had turned just a little bit, and somehow that made it sound like I was in a bathroom. So I decided, instead of doing like a little bit of like just an intro, like a slide or whatever, I decided to just film this. So in the videos that I have filmed today, this is all going to be happening. So I hope you understand, and I hope you're graceful with me. I don't know what to say, but I'm so sorry, everybody, that this is such a problem. And I hope that this doesn't happen again in the future. It's never happened before, but it had happened today. So I'm sorry about it. I hope you understand. I hope you enjoy the video regardless. It's probably a little bit difficult to hear what I'm listening to, but I'm so sorry. I don't know what else to do. I can't. I'm not an editing genius, and I have no way to remove it. So I'm so sorry, but I hope you understand. Hope you enjoy the video regardless. Love you guys. Thank you for being patient. Hi! Hello lovelies, I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah, and this is the place where I watch basically whatever I want. And yes, welcome back everybody. We're on to part 2 of the Pablo Alon album Listen. I am very excited to continue. I took a little bit of a break after The Boy Who Cried Wolf because that was a lot on my soul, and I feel like we're gonna get into it, probably another intense song based on just the vibe of this screenshot right here. That's all that I can say. But yeah, if you missed part 1, I was telling you that I am doing this in 2 parts. So we're going to be continuing with the last 4 songs of this album, which we did La Luna, Pression, Wala, and The Boy Who Cried Wolf in the previous part. And in this part, we're doing Kumunoy, Kelan, Drowning in the Water, and lastly, Breathe, which is the outro. So that is what we have left, and I'm very excited to continue. So yeah, we'll see what kind of vibes we get. Hopefully we'll get some more intense stuff, because that's the stuff that I love. But obviously, if it's all just ballads or like more emotional stuff, then I don't really mind, of course. But yeah, we got a long song to get started with, so sit back, relax, get comfortable. If you didn't watch part 1, I'll just say real quick, I pause a lot, I react a lot, just so you know. Also, with all of these, I will be doing lyric videos, except for the last song, which I couldn't find a lyric video for, because I believe maybe it doesn't have lyrics in it or something like that, with the outro, so we'll see. But anyway, let's get into our next song. Let's go. Getting right back into that emotion, huh? Oh my goodness. Eyes against... I'm assuming that's the lyrics, probably. Oh. I need to pause. Wow. That's a beautiful visual. Oh. Okay, so that's what it is. I love how much he's been using like these very interesting effects on his music. Like, again, I don't know if it was actually like that, but with Wala, with it sounding like it was like a phone recording, and then that's just creepiness in La Luna, obviously. I just really like it. The kind of just very different vibes he's been bringing in so far. It's really cool. Ooh, that's really pretty. We have some even more drowning related stuff like later on, because again, drowning in the water. Jeez. So we got like wolf theme and drowning theme. That's not that great. That's one of my greatest fears though in life, is like dying by drowning, because it just sounds awful. Ooh. Once again, those vocals in the back. Oh, quicksand. That's what it is. Oh, that's another hole. That's another hole in and of itself is quicksand. Oh my gosh. Oh. Whew. Set. Bago sa akin ang pakiramdam ng nasa baba, mabigat ang dala dahil ang puso'y bato na at habang buhay kong papasan ng kaiga na bakalalim buntong hininga patuloy kong ibuka. Oh, wow. That was really cool edit, by the way. Oh my god. All these emotions today. Maybe I should have started with this album listen. This is my last video of the day, so we're just feeling our feelings today, aren't we? Yeah, we are. There's still some happiness, but not much. Oof. I love this build up before the chorus. Like, it's kind of catchy, even though I feel bad listening to it, you know? Whew. Just the energy that they're able to create with their music is insane, because they can just switch all of a sudden and it feels like I've entered the upside down. You know what I mean? Like, somehow I've just like been transported into a different world, because all of a sudden it's just whoosh, and then there's nothing except like these like distant voices in the back and like this kind of just general buzz going on. It's so stunning. Oh my god. And just bringing it back in. Oh. Ooh. Aww. We switched it around. It's like we're falling upwards almost. Oof. Oh, that was a beautiful way to end it. My god. Oh, the flashes there. Oh, oh. Alright, that was Kumunoy. Jeez. Yeah. If that was not relatable, then I don't know what it was. Again, I talked about it in the previous video of not being heard. But this I feel like even more related to my situation, at least that in the past, obviously. Like I'm doing a lot better now. I think I'm doing the best that I have been in my entire life at this point, which is very great and very amazing, and I'm so happy about that. But I feel like I always struggle with that the most, of feeling like I was drowning just in daily life. Like every single moment I was looking forward to like meeting my friends. Well, I didn't really have plural friends. I just had like one friend here and there that I would sometimes meet, but I didn't really have friend groups growing up. But meeting like friends around me were like the only saviors that I had, because I was someone who like constantly just like felt I was falling into holes of despair and just being like so dark and sad in my mind, and like I couldn't get out of it. And so sometimes because of that, I felt like whole parts of my life I can't remember. And that's also something like I definitely, because again I recently figured out, well, not too recently, but just a few years ago, I got to know that I most likely have autism, and that also like, you know, relates to that. But also because of how depressed I was in some parts of my life, it felt like I didn't really live, and so I don't really have memories from the time. Like I could be talking to my family and they'd be like, do you remember this time that we went to this place? And I would be like, no, I probably did, but I don't have any memories of it. And I think it's partially because of that, because I do have some memory problems, but also because I was not there mentally, you know, because there was nothing really going on in my brain, you know. We're not getting too sad today, obviously. We got to switch around at the end of the song, and we got to be like, even if I fall down, I will get back up somehow, because that's just kind of what it's like being a human. We develop these brains that are able to do so much, and so, you know, it's kind of expected that we also can fall into the deepest depths as well as the highest highs. But I love that we got to change around of being like, hey, we're kind of happy, you know, we're still struggling with it, but we can like look at the bright side and be like, at least I'm gonna get out of it, most likely. But yeah, anyway, that was too much to talk about. That was too serious to talk about in album listen on my channel. But I hope you understand. I hope you sort of get what I was coming from, because I feel like this is very relatable though, you know. Anyway, that was enough for that. Let's go into our next song before we just like continue on. And we have another no, not yet. That's later. We have Kelan, which is with Josue. Again, how did you guys say to pronounce his name? I literally got a bunch of comments telling me how to pronounce his name in the last video, so I'm just gonna go to my YouTube and actually check what you guys said, because I feel like I need to do that. Otherwise, I will pronounce it wrong in this video as well, and you guys will be mad at me, and I'm sorry about it. But I will check it out just real quick. Just let me do that so I can remember. It's probably gonna be right back in my comments, because it was a little bit ago since I reacted to it. Because you guys are so nice and you leave so many comments now that like it's hard to find my comments when I'm trying to look for one. Let me see. Josue. Is that how you say it? Josue. Okay. I'm not gonna probably remember it that well, but I'm gonna try to just put that into my brain. But we have Pablo with Josue, and I am very excited to get to that as well. Our next song is called Kelan. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. All right, lovelies, let's dive into our next song together. Let's just go into it. Oh, we got so much emotion today. I don't know how to deal with it. Whoa. Oh my god, I love this already. Ooh! Ooh! Well, I wasn't expecting though to have like a song that was kind of sadder and he would rap on top of that. I love this vibe already. Hold on. Ooh! Ooh. Ooh! Hell yeah! Upliftment! Ooh! 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 Woo! Oh, that's such a pretty vocal. Oh my god. Again, there's been so many like sad bops in this album, and like usually that's not my thing. However, because of the way that they're sung, the way they're performed, and also just like the instruments that are chosen, and just he's been using so many of these beautiful, haunting, like I said, this one is not really that haunting, but just so many beautiful, haunting like vocals that are so it just adds so much. Oh god. Chills everywhere. My legs hurt from the chills. Oh. Hello. Ooh. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh. Ooh. Oh, wow. God, wow, these lyrics too, jeez. Woo! Ooh. I can't tell if it's like happy or when. I'm trying to like kind of like decipher it, but it's really hard. But again, if you guys want me to know anything, then leave it down in the comments. That's what I usually say, but whew. Oh, wow. Ipipikit ko ang aking mga mata. Mga pag-ingama, kailan ba? Oh, kailan ba? Kailan ba? Kailan ba? When? It's when, okay. Ooh, I was like, is it finished? Nope, it's not finished. Ooh. 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 I don't know why. It's such an earworm to me. I don't know why I love that part so much. Yay! This piano is so stunning. Wow. Not entirely finished. There we go. He does give me a couple seconds of like space to be able to like process myself, so that's good. That's good. Thank you so much, Pablo. That was Kelan. When? Yeah. I feel like we've sort of like explored anxiety, depression, and just I think we've kind of gotten like a good mix of three. I would say when the boy who cries wolf. That's right. The boy cries wolf. With that, we got like loneliness. With the previous song, we kind of got like depression, I would say. And then this one, it was kind of more of just like, again, he said anxiety and fear. So that's kind of like the three that I've gotten from these songs, which that's very interesting. But I think this overall song is definitely very interesting thought, because I think in my life as well, I've also been like, because I'm also somebody with anxiety. I'm briefed with anxiety. I have like bodily anxiety too. If you haven't noticed about me, for example, you can see it right now. I touch parts of my body. I move all the time. Like, I can't sit still for the life of me. I always have to move some part of my body, because otherwise I don't feel like I will burst out of my own skin, because it's like, it feels like I'm too, like my body is too tight on me, like my skin suit is too tight sometimes, and it just feels kind of uncomfortable to exist in my body, and like, not saying that as like I'm uncomfortable with my body, it's just that like, it feels like if I sit still too long, like you've probably seen it, like I twitch, like especially in my neck, I have these twitches, so like I will twitch sometimes, but I wondered that sometimes too, is like, will I ever stop being like that? And I think that it's not about when will it stop. For me, at least, it's not being when will it stop, is what can I do to help it as much as I can. Because I know that some people, a lot of us, were not dealt the best cards. Like, a very small amount of the population is the part, like, the way that people want to be like. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot of people who truly have no faults in them, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of these faults are not really faults, because they're just like society thinks that way. But for example, like most people in the world have some sort of disability, for example, like in one way or another. We just don't think of it as like disabilities. For example, a lot of people wear glasses. That's kind of a disability. If you need aid in any way, then you have some type of disability. But a lot of people have that. And so, it's kind of like, how can I accommodate that instead of when will it stop? Because I understand it definitely. I think there's definitely a lot of like that feeling in a lot of people of like, when will I get away from this? When like most of the time you probably never will. And it sounds very scary, but it's also just like kind of something you have to accept in a way, Anyway, that was really beautiful. I really enjoyed it. I love that chorus especially. I thought it was really beautiful. And I love the like melody of the song. I thought it was so stunning. And again, the piano. Just like the vibes of this is so good. Like, I didn't expect to get this much like just the emo-ness today, but we've gotten it, and I love it. Oh, okay. We're sort of shutting down. Good thing we only have 1.5 songs left, basically. I need to breathe. All right, everybody, we're going to go into our next song. We have Drowning in the Water. We have another drowning theme. It was quicksand previously, now it's water. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm scared. I'm nervous. Let's go into our last full song. Then we have the outro. So yeah, without further ado, let's go. All right, lovelies, we're on to our next song. This is Drowning in the Water. I'm very excited for our last song. Finally, hopefully I'll be able to breathe soon, because like I said in the beginning of this part, maybe I shouldn't have done this as my last video for today, because I feel very drained emotionally. I feel like I've been giving some good commentary. I feel like I'm pretty in my head, but also I'm just struggling, because we've gotten just sadness on top of sadness. So I feel like we're gonna get even more because of the name of the song. We're gonna find out though. But yeah, I believe this entire song is in English, so there are no extra subtitles necessary. And I'm happy about that, but I feel like this is going to be a problem because usually I can kind of separate myself a little bit. But there's going to be a direct communication line here. But anyway, let's go into our next song. Let's go.
I've been sharing love and all this time.
Okay.
I feel perfectly fine.
Oh no, not the ocean footage.
You said you love me and that's alright, but you can't look in my eyes.
Ooh.
And now you're mad, I don't know what to do. All I know is that, girl, I love you.
Oh, we got a sad, like, love song now? Okay, get it.
There's not a thing that I won't do. I would even give my life for you.
Dang, we've gotten a lot of different sad vibes, but I like it. Ooh.
You say that
Ooh, hold on. It's like we dove into water. I love that.
they say there's a lot of women in this world, but don't you know that you are all that I see? And baby,
Dang.
what I feel when you leave, it'll be like drowning in the water.
Ooh.
Faster and after, breathing gets harder.
Oh, I love that melody there. Wow.
I kept trying, but I know deep inside that I've been living life.
What?
Not holding on to you would do me right. I was wrong, 'cause you're long gone when I was waiting, hoping that you break my fall.
Ooh.
Now I'm broken, and it's all my fault.
Dang. He is really feeling it right now. Like, Jesus. Oh, man. So now we've gotten a sad love song, too. We've just gotten all the sadness today. Like, we got a little bit of intenseness, but, like, we've gotten a lot of sadness today. Oh, my goodness. Don't think of yourself this way. You know, I understand that, like, hey, you can't blame, like, your, like, sadness, I guess, on other people. But also, like, you know, sometimes we need other people around us. And if somebody's going to leave while you're at your lowest, then, like, at least that's not really a cool thing to do, you know? Anyway.
Still pick the pieces just to give my all. And if living life without you, what for?
Oof.
'Cause you see, they say there's a lot of women in this world, but don't you know that you are all that I see? And baby, what I'll feel when you leave, it'll be like drowning in the water. Faster and after, breathing gets harder.
Woo! Get it? Oh my god.
'Cause you're everything to me, and I'm drowning, can't you see?
Woo.
Without you, I can barely breathe.
Again, just a
You see,
Ooh.
they say
wow. Just the little extra add-ons, like the giggles, the effects, just everything. It brings so much, like, just goodness to the songs. Like, I love that. Just a little bit more.
You
Ooh.
see, they say there's a lot of women in this world, but don't you know that you are all that I
Oh my god.
see?
Ooh.
Baby, I'll feel when you leave, it'll be like drowning in the water. Faster and after, breathing gets harder.
Dang, I wasn't expecting a love song today. I don't know why. I was just like we've gotten so much about like introspection and being like talking about our own feelings that I wasn't expecting it to be about feelings for another person, but here we go. You know, I didn't expect it today, but we got it. But yeah, I love the vibe of that one too. We've gotten so much good stuff today. It's nuts. I feel like I probably won't even need to do like a roundup because it's probably like this is a 5-star, like 100%. I don't remember if I did it for Philippe. I think I did it for Philippe, but because I like again, it's after 7 p.m. and I haven't eaten anything, so I kind of need to give myself the grace of being like, hey, maybe not. But I'll probably just say this is a 5-star because everything that I've listened to today, I've enjoyed so much for very different reasons, but just like. All the emotions that are in here are just so stunning that like I've been dying today. I've been dying, you know. So I'll probably be just writing after this to be like, hey, this is how I felt about this, but because I feel like I can't go on after like we have the outro left, but like after that I don't know how long I can go on. And it doesn't have to do with I've been filming for like 3 hours today. Not really, but it is kind of. But yeah, that was stunning. That was beautiful. We're going to get into our next song together. So we have one more song left to go. This is the outro, Breathe. I don't know if there's any lyrics to this. I couldn't find like a lyric video. So we'll see if there's any actual singing in this, but I will just enjoy it even if there is none. Or if there is, I will still, you know, if there is or if there isn't, I will enjoy it. I will just like not know what they're saying, obviously. But anyway, I'm excited. Let's go into our outro, and then we're finished with this album. Whew. Let's go into it. Let's go. All right, lovelies, we're on to our last song. This is the outro, Breathe. Like I said, this is just the YouTube music, like, track, so there's not going to be any video here, but I'm excited for this though because I get to appreciate this beautiful album cover because I love the both of them for the duo albums that we got. I love both of the album covers. They're so cool. So anyway, let's go into our last song and see if there's any singing in this or if it's just vibes. We're going to find out, but I wanted to include this just so we get that, you know? Anyway, let's get it. Okay. Ooh. Not the string, too. Oh, yes. Whew. Okay, we're not finished. For some reason, I thought we were done. Whoa. That sounds like breathing or like a tape recorder. Or like a film roll being filmed almost, too. It makes sense if it was breathing. Whoa. I want to pause as clean as I can, but it's really hard to do so. Whoa. Whoa. I'm assuming it was breathing because that would make sense. I thought we'll just like... If you hear it, it's very quiet. It's very, very quiet. It's kind of difficult to hear, but I feel like if you really listen to it, it's kind of like it becomes clearer. Whoa. That was an experience. And it was very short, obviously. It was only like an hour, like a minute and a half, you know, but still, it was kind of very interesting. Very interesting for sure. I wonder why this was included. I really wish to know. Maybe he has some like information about the album that he like, why he decided to do these songs and all of that. Maybe he did something like that, but I just felt like there was a lot of intent in this for sure. Like, I don't know how long it's been in the works, but I probably assume it's been a long time. But I just I really liked the vibes. I thought they were really stunning. Yeah, man. That was the entire Alone album. You could probably hear right now my stomach is growling. I don't know what to eat, but she needs some sustenance, this one right here, because otherwise I will probably die. Not really, but I'm pretty hungry right now, so I need to get something in my stomach. But I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was a wonderful experience. I feel like I'm not going to be doing an album like review thing, so I'll probably do one after this, but just take my word for it that this was a 5-star, because everything was so stunning. And again, this isn't my usual type of album. Usually I don't listen to music like this. Usually I'm a more like intense stuff. Like I love La Luna and Pression. Like that's my usual type of thing. However, everything else has been so beautiful, and there's been so much thought behind it. And he's just an amazing lyricist with the way that he like formulates his stuff and the way that he writes music. That like it's just everything, man. Like it's so pretty. And I love this entire experience, man. I need to take a nap, or first I need to eat, but then I need to take a nap. I'm great. I'm happy that I got all my work done before this, and now it's 7 p.m. and I can just do nothing for the rest of the night, because usually I'll have to study, like more studying to do after. So I'm happy about that, but that was really fun. I really enjoyed that. I hope you guys did as well. So I'm going to do my outro, but I'm just going to keep it at being pretty simple with it. But I hope you guys understand. But this is a 5-star. I'll be writing it down, and we'll do it. We'll do one for Laon. It's Laon, right? It's Laon. That's the other album that we're doing. Yes, it's Laon. When we get to Laon next week, I promise I'll be doing an album review for that one, but just take my word for this is 5-star, and I really enjoyed it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the outro. Let's get into it. Let's go there. Alright, lovelies, we survived. We made it through the entire album. I did put a lot of stuff on my plate today, so I'm happy that I got through everything, but man, I'm struggling right now. Not really though, I feel pretty energized, but also it's been a lot of filming today, so I'm happy that I got everything done that I wanted to. But that was just stunning. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I really liked all these songs for different reasons entirely. Like some of them were much more of my musical vibe, but a lot of them just felt very real, felt very like obviously somebody wrote them, but like somebody wrote it from the heart and from their own experience. And again, sometimes people can just get like the greatest like inspiration ever, and they just can like take it from something else, like not from their own experience. But I feel like with Pablo, he probably did feel some of these feelings, and I obviously know that like some things are like heightened up for like, you know, musical reasons, because like it's really impactful when you bring out these really strong emotions. And so he might not have like felt all of these feelings himself. They might just be taken from like parts of his life. But I do really still feel like a lot of this felt very truthful and very beautiful and just very close to heart, especially to a lot of people out there, especially I think who's been struggling with like mental health issues or other issues. I feel like this is very comforting, probably, because a lot of the songs did have these nice turns of being like, even if I struggle, I will get out of it somehow, most likely, because I have gone through everything in my life so far that I feel like it's not going to stop at this moment. Like, I'm going to be able to get through it. It's just going to be difficult, you know what I mean? But yeah, I did enjoy that, though. I hope you guys did as well. I'll be back next week with our next album, and then I think, unless we have something else that comes up that you guys might even watch from Pablo, then it's Josh time. And then we have done everybody, which is crazy, because I feel like when we were doing Philippe, because he has a lot of songs, I felt like we were going to be stuck here forever. But I'm happy. We'll probably get through it till like the end of 2025, and then we'll see, or 2024 I should say, and then we'll see what happens at the beginning of 2025, what we're gonna get then. But anyway though, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel or going over to my Patreon. If you do, thank you very much. You can also like this video, and if you have anything to request, you can leave it down in the comments below, and hopefully I'll get to it one day. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Free Palestine, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.